First off, if any one of you were ever offended by a Christian or Catholic or anyone talking about Jesus or the Bible, I apologize and I am sorry. That happened to you. Because I probably offended someone before talking about Jesus or the Bible. So, yep, I am sorry that you went through that, and if I ever offended you, then I'm sorry too. Next part is, if any one of you are offended by what I say based on my stupidity and my ignorance, I'm sorry too. Feel free to let me know and tell me that I'm wrong. I can be corrected. Thank you for that in advance. Alright, so today we'll be talking about God is love. And here we go. Alright, so in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, God created man in his own image. Male and female, he created them. And Genesis chapter 2 verse 15 to 17 put man in the Garden of Eden and commanded that you are free to eat from any tree in the garden, but you must not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for when you eat from it, you will definitely die. And basically gave them one commandment, like, you have one job! So basically, God created man, put them in the garden, and gave them one commandment, which is, don't eat from the tree of good and evil, because if you eat from it, you would die. And then in Genesis chapter 3 verse 6 to 7, Eve saw the fruit of the tree of good and evil and thought that it was good and pleasing to the eye, so she ate some and then gave Adam some, and then he ate some, and then both of them, their eyes opened and they realized they were naked. So in Genesis chapter 3 verse 23 to 24, God basically banished both of them out of the Garden of Eden. So Genesis 1, 2 and 3, in summary, it would be God created man, gave them one commandment, do not eat from the tree of good and evil, and they ate it, so God kicked them out of the garden and then they're doomed to die. So man is doomed to die, right? That's Alright, so where does Jesus come in? So in John 3:16 we know that for God so loved the world, He gave His one and only Son, that whoever believes in Him shall not perish but have eternal life. So, long story short, God created man, man screwed up, man was doomed to die, God sent His Son Jesus to save all of us, because God loved all of us. It would seem like God is being extremely reactive. He didn't know that man was going to screw up, disobey Him, but in 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 19 to 20 it says, "For if the precious blood of Christ, a lamb without blemish or defect, He was chosen before the creation of the world, but was revealed in these last times for your sake." So from this we know that God knew beforehand that man was going to screw up. That's why even before the creation of the world, God already chose Jesus to be our Savior. That was the redemptive plan right from the beginning. Before God even laid the foundation of the world, God already knew that man was going to screw up. So that's why God already chose Jesus to come and save all of us. So it would be kind of like this. For example, I am God and this is Jesus right here. Well, I am going to create Earth, and I'm gonna create man, and man is gonna screw up, and I'll need you to die a really gruesome and horrible death to go and save all of them. Alright, Jesus?
Okay, I'll do that.
Bad illustration, but I hope you guys get that. God, knowing that man was going to screw up and man was going to be doomed to die for disobeying His commandment, God, out of His great love for us, still decided to create all of us and send His Son Jesus to come and save all of us. The way I see it, God loves all of us because God is love.